I would not call it sentencing reform bill or criminal justice reform. I call it criminal leniency.
Okay.
The proposal, as passed under the Senate Judiciary Committee and discussed by many in the House of Representatives, would substantially reduce mandatory minimum sentences. It would reduce the number of predicate offenses that could be used to invoke three strikes laws or sentencing enhancements. It would give federal judges more discretion at a time when the Democrats broke the rules in the Senate specifically to pack the lower courts with liberal Obama judges, and it would make all of that retroactive. So the entire premise of this proposal is based on a myth. It's the myth of mass incarceration of low-level nonviolent drug offenders.
Right.
That myth is simply not true in federal prison. Only one-eighth of all prisoners are in the federal system, and more importantly, less than 0.5% of those prisoners are there for drug possession charges, and that's probably because they plea bargain down. If you're in federal prison for drug crimes, you are almost certainly a dealer and a trafficker, which is built on an entire edifice of violence. And I just don't think we should let violent felons out of prison early, or we should reduce their sentences in the future.
We are letting them out early. I mean, we are letting them out early already, aren't we, thanks to President Obama?
Yes, the Sentencing Commission has issued new guidelines and applied those retroactively, and thousands of felons have been let out of the federal system over the last several years. That's one reason why our federal prison system is at its lowest population since 2008, and it's been declining since 2011. And it's one reason why you have the kind of heinous crime that happened earlier in Ohio.
Yes.
A man who would still be in prison today, but he was released early because of sentencing guideline reforms, and just a few weeks ago, he brutally murdered with a knife a woman and her two young children.
Right.
Now, I recognize that there are a few instances of unjust sentences, that the law doesn't always work in every particular case. The president can pardon someone who has a manifestly unjust sentence. The president cannot bring that woman and her two children back to life.